Traders, welcome back to the channel. And today is a partnered post with ticker symbol SCV, South Creek Ventures. And this is going to be a lithium-based company that I'm going to be going over. Now, as you know, I like to talk about mineral companies because these are probably going to be the long-term big growth stocks that are going to be the safest plays because you can typically get them at low prices and then potentially catch a top. Now, there's always risk involved with these, and personally, I own none of these guys. But like I said, this is a partnered post with them, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about this company. So let's not waste any more time. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Let's get to it.
Welcome to the No Pressure Program.
So looking at Scotch Creek, let's break them down just a little bit. Scotch Creek Ventures engages in acquisition, exploration, and development of mineral properties in North America. The company holds 100% interest in the Cups property comprised of 39 unpatented lode mining claims covering an area of approximately 806 acres. So basically, they farm and mine lithium. Now, if you don't know, lithium is going to be one of the main goals and aspects behind the EV space. So when you're looking into EV, all these batteries are going to need clean energy and a clean energy source, which majorly is going to come back down to lithium. You also know on the channel, I'm very excited about graphite, but this company has nothing to do with graphite. So let's break this down and give a little bit more news and stuff going around at this company and give you the price about them as well. So when you're looking at lithium companies, there's a few aspects on why Scotch Creek is one of the top picks if you're looking at them. Now, I recommend that you break down these companies all for yourself as well. Now, personally, like I said, I don't have any of these guys yet. And as you're looking at the market, we're seeing a big downturn. So I think the time for long-term investing is going to be stalled just for me personally. I'm going to be waiting for further dips across the whole market before adding anything to my long-term portfolio. But let's break down the upside on these guys. So number one, obviously supply and demand. As we know, there's already a chip shortage, and this is going to carry on to the scale of lithium as well. There's not enough lithium supply right now. The supply is struggling to keep up with massive demand for electric vehicles. Choose the things that I also want to focus on. And the second thing I want to focus on is going to be the fact that they're centralized in Nevada. And if you don't know, this is one of the hottest areas, especially in North America, also worldwide. Nevada has a big lithium central right there, and it's becoming one of the hubs for the mines. So I do recommend doing a little bit of research on that specific fact for yourself and checking them out based there as well. And then the third and last thing I really want to focus on, this area has become a scene of claim staking frenzy over the last year after lithium prices soared and many companies hold interest in that region. So this is one thing I want to talk about a little bit more. So if you follow the channel at all or you heard about the company Torchlight, ticker symbol TRCH. Now Torchlight was in the oil space. Think of the same type of company except not lithium, based on oil. Now Torchlight saw a massive pump in price because they ended up merging with someone else, but in that process of merging, they sold all the land where they had reserves in oil in West Texas. And if you don't know, oil is going through the roof right now, so they couldn't have picked a better time to make this conversion. This sent the price absolutely skyrocketing. So just from a fundamental viewpoint there, if they ever decide to make that choice and just sell off the land, because as reading and as you start to realize the process behind lithium and the companies that are looking at demand and overall dominate in that industry, it's worth mentioning if they decide to take a step back, sell the land and just make a profit there, this could see a massive rise on the stock price as well. I want to go over the chart just a little bit. I'm not going to do too much TA or draw out too much on this. Like I mentioned, I do believe right now is going to be an overall pullback in the market. However, if we start to see this thing drop off the cliff, which it just might as it's sitting at around 70 cents right now, going down steeper into the 35-27 cent range in that block could be a really juicy time to start picking these guys up. Now, looking at penny stocks, we've seen a lot of momentum carry on over there, and we've seen Reddit take these things absolutely to another level. So keep that in the back of your mind. But I do want to mention pretty much any growth plays right now are going to be extremely dangerous as far as buying immediately because of the way the economy is moving and shifting, and we're in a period of uncertainty. And ultimately, if you look at uncertainty in the market, this typically leads to a downward spin. However, if there's one area of the market that could potentially do very well in the next few years, it's going to be clean energy based on who the president is right now, being Joe Biden and the blue wave behind him. He is very much pushing for clean energy and that overall sentiment change in the economy as a whole over the next few years. So keep that in the back of your mind. Looking at South Creek Ventures, they're They're definitely an exciting company. There's a few more things we could break down deeper in the next few videos. However, I do like what I see there. Lithium is becoming one of those big things that you need to be focusing on, and I think everyone has to have a little bit in the portfolio as far as long-term growth. Personally, I am looking at them potentially in the future, but like I mentioned, I do want to buy on a dip. I'm always very conservative with entries. I want to see if they can start to bounce before making that overall decision. However, South Creek, like I said, has a lot of potential upside. It's worth mentioning. Wrapping up the video, what do I think of South Creek? Performance-wise, in the last few weeks, they've done very well, reaching brand new highs, raising from 20 cents almost to $1. Now they're pushing back down to 70 cents. I know I told about 27 to 35 cents. However, things could change in a hurry. Like I said, there's one industry and sector in the market that could potentially be the wild card, and in my opinion, that's going to be clean energy. Joe Biden is making a very big push, and this being in Nevada, like I said, they could potentially get bought out as well, which additionally can push the shares to all-time highs once again. So keep your eyes on it and make sure you have it on the radar. Ticker symbol is SCV, and I do think they have a lot of momentum and maybe something up their sleeve in the next few weeks, next few months. That's going to wrap the video up, guys. If you got anything out of this, like, subscribe. You know what to do. We'll be back next time. Have a good one. Namaste.